A, B, C. A always be B, C closing. Always be closing.
Hey, what's up, guys? Real quick, our host today, DG Grooming Essentials, has created a discount code for our military folks. It is DG Military. If you type that in, you'll get a 10% discount. So if you head on over to their website, DG Way of Life, they'll get you hooked up for sure. And, make sure your skin's looking right and so forth. So y'all enjoy the episode and let us know.
All right, man. We are here. We are here with another episode of Scare Money Don't Make Money. We are two guys who just like recruiting just a little bit too much to talk about it on a regular basis. And as always, we always try to bring somebody to the table that can help you just think outside the box. Today we got my guy Demetrius Turner, the co-founder and president of DG Grooming Essentials. How you
What's
doing?
going on? Good, man. And yourself?
All right, all right. And of course, we got Cam,
Hey.
who is always getting on my nerves about something. And because he was messing with me before I got here, I don't have my smart glasses, and it's his fault. It's really his fault. I got smart glasses. So just
It's like
so you
little
know,
kid with them invisible glasses. He got these smart glasses.
Oh, okay.
So just so you know, Demetrius, like, so throughout this time when we talking, I try to use big words, but the problem is I forget how to use it or forget how to say it halfway through,
Gotcha.
and then I always revert back to like a smaller word.
Okay. All right. So you try to pull the TI, and then
I do I'm like a great value TI.
Okay.
Great value version. Maybe
gun
wise.
If you catch him doing it, though, make sure you call it out because it makes it that
I definitely would. Trust me.
Oh man, so that's what it is. I mean, so as always, we'll get rolling because I know time is precious for everybody, and we definitely appreciate you, Demetrius, for speaking with us because you are a busy man, busy man. And just to get it going, so tell us a little bit about DG Grooming Essentials.
Yeah. So DG Grooming Essentials, man. We started it. Me and my two business partners, James McKay and Ryan Young. We established it in 2014, but we actually didn't launch until 2016. DG Grooming Essentials is a luxury line, luxury grooming and men's skincare line, of course, for men of all colors, of all skin types. We focus on facial hair, but we really take a lot of time to focus on the skin because it's important, that men understand the importance of really taking care of their skin. It's really been taboo. It's been looked at as only women do that. But those same men you'll find them using their wife or girlfriend products, at home. Hey, we hear about it all the time, man. We hear about it all the time. So what we did was we created a luxury line of men's skincare products that covered every part of the man, that make a man feel good. So that's where we are.
Man, so I mean, you're right. I mean, like grooming for men is taboo. I mean, it took me a long time to like start using lotion. Like that's sad. Like growing up, like I'm light skinned, but like in my mind, I didn't need lotion. So, but if I did need it, I just needed it on my knees and my elbows.
Yeah, on your knees.
That's it. So,
hey,
man, I mean,
you're a sad man.
Hey,
just
be
walking
like
around ashy, yeah.
just ashy. Like, I mean, but like so. But grooming essentials, like how did you and your best friends, like y'all just sitting around chopping it up? Because it's the biggest thing is like just coming up with the idea and coming up with a product or a service. Like y'all just sitting around drinking, eating some barbecue or something. Like, man, like we need to.
Yo, man, you got a nice glow, man. What type of lotion?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that the aloe vera, or like, or you like putting on like some cocoa butter? Be like, you know what?
Yeah,
it could be some better type of lotion.
We got to do this. It's funny, man, because it kind of evolved into where we are now. It started off like me and my business partners. We all had always Had different type of businesses. Prior to this, we had a promotional company in St. Louis that we ran. So we wanted to kind of create something that we could pass on to generation to generation. So it wasn't about us just kind of creating a quick hustle, a quick dollar, but it was something that we can actually build from the ground up, and it can grow into something major. So we sat down. It was like, man, we need something that's a need that men need, and we're all into grooming, taking care of ourselves. So we came up with the idea. My business partner came up with the idea. He was like, let's create like a cologne wipe for men that's on the go. It's a freshening wipe. Women have it, but let's create something for men that if they're leaving the office and they're going to happy hour, or you leaving the gym, you got to do something else. You have this freshening wipe that you can take with you. You can slide in your pocket. We were like, okay, that's a great idea. So we started out on that journey looking to kind of create that, but in the process of looking to create that, it kind of grew into something larger than that. So we was like, okay, well, instead of just having this one product, how about we create a whole line of men grooming products? For the skin, for the beard, for the body. Let's create this whole line of men grooming products and let it be a luxury line. So that's how it kind of turned into DG Grooming Essentials.
And so you just had like the brainstorming process of like, just, all right, we're gonna look into this. And because honestly, that is very unique, because when you talk about the freshening wipe, like, I'm like, shoot, like, I ain't gonna lie, like every once in a while, like it gets hot in Florida. I'm like, you know what, I need to like hit the hot spots real quick or something.
Exactly. And then so what we did, man, and none of us knew anything about chemicals, what products go on your skin, what products don't go on your skin, what's the best moisturizer to use, what's the best exfoliator. We had no clue. Mm-hmm. Three dudes from St. Louis just had a good idea. So instead of, going in our kitchen kind of creating something, what we did, man, we spent a couple years of just research and development, learning, teaching ourselves about the industry, teaching ourselves about products, teaching ourselves about ingredients that's beneficial, that the skin would benefit off of, man. And from there, once we did our research and development for those 2 years, that's when we officially launched our company. So it wasn't just like, yeah, let me think about this. I think we're gonna create some products, and bam, next week we got it. No, it took time,
man. So you really had to like dive into the products and
absolutely
what works, what doesn't work. And I mean, I would say a lot of people that we've talked to so far, it's like that self-teaching that you have to go through.
Yeah.
That research. And for all you all that's listening, like, the research is very, very important. And I think
absolutely
a lot of people kind of miss that step, or even the thought provoking of how can I learn what I need to learn by myself.
Right.
And then after you, like, so where did you start from the learning process, as far as like, because I'm just thinking about it off the top of my head, like, I'm gonna say baby oil. Like, where did you start looking into like the baby oil or the moisturizer? Like, did you just go grab a box and be like,
yeah, right. That came to mall.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like, it's very inspirational that you did that. Because if I was on that team on the research development, people probably have chemical burns right now. If I was a part of it,
he would be a test subject, not a.
Yeah, I could be a test subject. Like, I probably would have been too much ammonia. I don't even know if ammonia go in the moisturizer.
No, like, you trying to kill yourself.
What are you doing?
So like, how, like, where did you and your team, like you and your partners, like, where did you all start as like that foundation to get the wheels turning?
We actually we partnered with some chemists to kind of talk about what are the like good products for the skin. So we talked to chemists, we talked to estheticians, people who work with skin, individual skin on a daily basis. What products work? What ingredients work? We partnered with some companies that create products just for meant. So we talked to them. We went down, flew to different distributors and kind of talked to them about their whole process and ingredients that they included in products. We talked to barbers. That's another good place that we started. We talked to the barbers that actually cut men hair. What are men looking for? What products would you like to see? So it was really like grassroots, like getting down dirty, spending that time, man. And a lot of people, what happens when they start a business, not only do they miss that step, they don't have the patience for that step. They don't have the patience to really do the research. They don't have the patience to really take the time out, and understand that you're not going to make money off the jump. It's not going to happen. You're going to take a lot of L's before you get to where you need to be. And even when you get to where you need to be, you're still going to take some L's. But people really, want that quick dollar and think that, hey, I got a good idea. I'm going to make some money next week, and that's it. But it's not like that.
Yeah. Stay the course. You hear that, Cam? Patience.
Bump him, man. If it was
patience.
We dynamic. We the dynamic duo, or the Key and Peele, as our boy Landry used to call us. Yep. We're two sides of the coin. I'm super impatient, but I am willing to do the work. It's just I'm all go, like no break. And then Roy's like too much break and like no go.
Hey. But I think what I gather from what he just said is the patience aspect, but also the consistency as well. So I'm pretty sure you had to be very consistent and deliberate in everything that you did and how you did it. So I always like to ask this question because, like, for recruiters and salesmen, like, did you have to like plan out like a lot of different things, like your timelines? So on this month we're gonna do this. Next quarter we're gonna do this, and in 6 months from now we're gonna do this. Did you have to develop some type of timeline or plan when you're going through all of this?
We definitely did, man. We sat down and we would have, and we still do. We have weekly meetings about our goals. What do we want to achieve? Where do we want to be? This is the plan. This is our 5-year plan. This is our 10-year plan. This is where we want to be, and this is the steps that we need to take to get to that place. Now, of course, during that time, we had to pivot. We had to change some stuff. We had to regroup. We had to refocus. But it's about staying consistent and really creating a plan. And I learned it from my wife, man. My wife is real big on having a plan when it comes to everything, So I took that and I, applied it to my own business, that you have to have a plan. And if you don't put it on paper, it's just an idea, but you have to put it on paper. And what that does is it holds you accountable, so you have constantly something that you're looking at that, hey, these are the goals that I set, and these are the goals I got to reach.
So when you were doing all this, were you working like a normal day job? Were you managing like those other businesses that you were saying that you guys were involved in? Like, because I know like Damon John, one of the things I like that he said was he always talks about when he started out, and he's like, I didn't quit my job at Red Lobster to start my empire. He's like, I was using that money from Red Lobster to start food.
Exactly.
So that's exactly. Yeah. So can you tell us about that?
Yeah, no. I first of all, I wasn't no fool.
Yeah.
I got an idea. I'm quitting my business. No, and then secondly, I'm married. I've been married for 18 years. Mm-hmm. Wife wasn't going for that. Like,
oh my man.
So, no, man. What we did was we used our money from our regular 9 to 5, and that's how we fund our business.
Yeah.
Because my thought, our thought process was that we don't want to be in debt. I wasn't trying to go in. Let's take out a loan. Let's take out $100,000 loan to run this business. Absolutely not. Yeah. I'm afraid of debt. I'm allergic to debt. So we didn't want it. And of course, I'm sure there's going to be a time where we may have to go down that route.
Yeah.
But starting off, we did not want that overhead or that burden on us. So we was like, hey, we'll just use the money from our regular 9 to 5, and we'll keep funding our business until we get to that place where we don't have to do that. or we don't have to work and we just focus on this completely.
Yeah. Okay.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
That's.
I mean, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's pretty much what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's essentially yeah. Because I know, and for you, you have a very unique like product. Like it's for men, by men,
Yeah.
for men. So for you, when it comes to like trying to catering to your audience is pretty much easy because you're a man yourself. So it's easy for you to like talk about the products. So like, how did you and your team like start coming together to market your product and just cater to the people that you want to actually see it and purchase it?
Right. And that's a good question because that was always a challenge for us because we don't have a background in marketing.
Yeah.
And we know what we like, but it doesn't mean that everybody else knows
Yeah.
everybody else like what we like.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to kind of sit down and decide how are we going to market to the broader audience
Mm-hmm.
outside of our circle. How do we get this out and really show men that this is what they need to use on a daily basis. So what we did was we focused on the education piece of it. So I can tell you all day I have a great product, but I need to tell you why you need this product.
Mm-hmm.
I can have a lotion. It's 1,000 lotions in the store. But I need to educate you on why you need to moisturize your skin, why you need to moisturize your face, why you need to exfoliate. Exfoliating removes all the dead skin cells. So you can have a youthful appearance. So our marketing was more so let me educate you on why you need this product instead of just me trying to sell you this product.
Yeah.
I need sound like I need to exfoliate.
It's you're probably.
What you say?
I said, sound like I need to exfoliate.
Hey man, you have to once or twice a week. It'll get you right.
Yeah.
Once or twice a week.
Oh, I be exfoliating. I mean, I grew up with a single mom, so my mom was very big on as I grew up, and she's like I had Proactive and stuff like that. Like she was very big on making sure like I was taking care of myself, and then once I moved out and joined the military, there was a time where like I wasn't using like face moisturizers and stuff like that. And I remember when I got with my wife, she asked me that one day. She's like, "Are you like putting face moisturizers on or nothing like that?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "I'm gonna go to the store and get you something to put on your face because she's like it's good for your skin, and then also like it takes care of you, like makes you look young, keeps you looking young. Like you can't see under my hair, I got a whole bunch of gray hair." So people see me with like this, and they're like, "Okay, you look young." Then I put like my gray hair on. They're like, "Okay, you got a baby face, but you got a whole bunch of gray hair."
Right.
Like
I'm
moisturized.
Right. And what we noticed, man, another part of our marketing is we really target women because women, 75% of our sales come from women.
Yep, buying it from their dudes.
Exactly. Because still men, I mean, sometimes we're lazy and we don't feel like going to the store. We don't feel like doing this.
Ooh.
But the women that's connected to us will do that for us. So 75% of our sales come from women. So we target the women. It's like, hey, you need this for your guy. You need this for your dad. Or you need this for your uncle. And these are the reasons why.
Think about clothing.
Nice.
Clothing does the same thing. When they be like, "Yo, wouldn't you like your man to look nice
absolutely.
for this?" And I know that because Adrian buys all my clothes.
So wait.
I got
you. I mean, yeah, it's kind of sad. After a while, we do stop buying stuff for ourselves. Like it's just.
Do you like this? Do you like this? I don't know. Do you like it? So I got to walk around with you.
So how did you initially switch gears to start catering and marketing to the women, or did you just notice after a while like we need to just I know
was it
men.
An intentional thing or
was it like intentional?
Yeah, well, so initially, man, when we started, we were just throwing darts in a dark, man. We were just trying to see what worked. Okay, let's post this picture. Let's see if it worked. Let's run this ad and let's see if this works. So we were just trying multiple things, and then so we hired a marketing and brand ambassador a marketing company to kind of walk us through the whole process of how do you market. What is your brand? How do you get your brand out there? Who's your target market? So we had to spend that money to do it the right way. Of course, some stuff was self-taught, self-learned, but we had to, spend that money to invest in ourselves and our company so that we can really do it the right way and we know who we're targeting.
So that brings up another interesting point. I always spark the ideas on what comes to me. So you hired a marketing firm to help you market, right? So what knowledge and experience did you all have that helped you, like that you didn't have to buy? Like, because I really believe experiences and prior knowledge that we gain from birth until whatever age we are, a lot of that stuff helps us. So if you could pick out one or two things of knowledge and or experience that you think truly helped you in your path to launching your product.
I say one thing, and I'll speak for my brother. He's a tech savvy person, so he has been like instrumental in helping us move our business when it comes to the marketing, the creating the imaging, the website, and everything. So having that skill set has been like so important for us as a company. So I'm glad that he was on board and he helped start this company and he had that skill set. Secondly, I think that the fact that we're relatable, man. Just being able to relate to other men that look like me or don't look like me, and really just kind of share our experience when it comes to grooming. We're from St. Louis, so we could talk our way in and out of any situation.
Oh yeah,
show me stay, right?
Show me stay.
Right, show me stay. So I think that's been very important for us, man. And just I've always in my life always had the desire to just want to own my own. Not work for anybody the rest of my life. So that has always driven me to start different businesses, whether they succeeded or not. I've always knew in my head, I'm going to work for myself 100%. So that has driven me to, keep pressing on, even with DG Grooming Essentials.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's, I always say, like, people got to have, like, that fire in their belly.
You have to.
And a lot of times, like, those motivating factors come from different things. Whether you want to work on your own or make a lot of money or just be independent, what have you. And I think a lot of times, especially for people who are in those companies or those ruts, like, you're not expected to have somebody that's gonna like just poke you, like, come on, like, just go.
Right.
You got to do it yourself. So on those bad days where you just like, you wake up in the morning, you just like, man, Lord, am I? Am I gonna do it today?
Right.
What kept you going on those trying? I'm not gonna say bad days. I always say trying days, because trying days, people try you. Cam tries me on certain days. My wife tries me. My kids try me. My boss may try me. Like, so how did you overcome those trying days when getting everything going?
Man, definitely a lot of prayer, bro. That kept me going, because there have been times where you're like, well, maybe this ain't it. Maybe it was a good run. Maybe I just need to stop this and move on to something else. It's been times where we ain't had no sales for a month. Like, okay, like, all right, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? But it's just that drive in you, like, okay, success is not gonna happen overnight. We have so many stories out there with people who tried for years and years until they actually hit. So it only takes one time, one opportunity to present itself to kind of change the whole spectrum of, in your whole path, man. So I would say a lot of prayer and just that internal drive that's in me. It's like, you know what? Yeah, it look bad right now, but it ain't gonna always be like this.
Yeah, I
Pretty
remember
much.
telling Cam that a couple of times.
What's that?
Yeah.
Like when you like be all sad and like, oh man, like you ain't
Oh,
work out for
I'm
me.
I'm a roller coaster. But it's a good and bad thing because I go up but then I come down just as fast.
Yeah.
So
And it happens.
that's how I deal with my stuff. I talk. I call him. I yell at him. I'm like, all right, bet I feel better, and then we go, and then I move on.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and my brothers and business brothers, we do the same thing. We go off on each other. You know, we fight, we fuss. And you're like, all right, man, let's get back to it. You know,
Yeah,
let's
pretty
get back
much.
to it. We got a goal to set. We got a goal to hit. So
Yeah.
Hey, I heard that. I heard it. I mean, even so, kind of backtracking. I know you said you were catering to women, and I'm pretty sure you got with like some barbers and stylists who does men hair. Did you ever think? Well, you probably did, or you do it. Take it to like a beauty shop, like to where they're doing the weave and the braids, and but it's a man product. Like,
mhm.
did you ever take it to like a beauty shop and like, hey, like, why you getting your hair done? Think about picking up some of this for your men.
Right.
Did you do
We
that?
we we didn't tap into the beauty shops, but we have participated in multiple conventions where
Okay.
you go conventions like Premier Orlando. It's a convention for hairstylists, barbers, anyone that's in the industry, estheticians, anyone that's in the industry. So you have the opportunity to share your product with all of these different people that's in the industry, whether it's a beautician or esthetician or a barber or anyone that a manufacturer or distributor. You have your opportunity at that time to kind of share your product into on this major platform. So that has been beneficial to us, even if we didn't go to present at the show. We
Hmm.
went down there to make those connections.
Yeah.
And I think that every time that we went down there, we built a good relationship with other people, and it really kind of helped us move our business forward.
Nice, nice. Um, how have things been with the COVID going on? Because like I
Mm.
assume like with the product that you have, like it's kind of like that hands on. Like, hey, smell this, here,
Right.
feel this. Like, how does it feel on your skin? How have you? Hold on, I was trying to use a big word. Um,
I knew it was coming. I saw your head drift, and I was like, and here it comes.
Yeah, he was trying to find it, right?
No, I was trying to like, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to this. Just say, how did you overcome? Forget y'all, man. I try to use the big word.
It's
I'm
cool,
gonna give
man.
me.
It's
I'm
cool.
gonna give me a dictionary one day if I start writing and talking. How did you? How are you guys overcoming that obstacle of this unfortunate, messed up pandemic?
I think that what we had to do, man, we couldn't operate business as usual because our
Yeah.
thing was we like to get in front of people, so we traveled a lot. These conventions, these pop up shops,
Yeah.
at these barber competitions. We traveled a lot, set up tables, and we were face to face with our customers. So now we couldn't do that. So we
Yeah.
had to figure out a way, like how do we pivot to really still get our product out there, and still market it without being in front of people. And it's so crazy, man, that our sales has increased during COVID.
I was gonna say
You
during
know,
online, yeah, because people are playing
right?
around their computers and stuff.
Yeah, people are at home. You have their attention now. So before, you have some people that may jump on social media or may look at their email, but now some people are just stuck at home. I have your attention now, so now I need to target you even more because you're at home.
Mm.
So I think it's important for every business, man, when you hit those spots where you don't know what's going on or it looks crazy, that you have to learn how to pivot and kind of maybe change your business model or
Hmm.
change what you do to stay relevant. One thing that I always look back at example of Blockbuster. When everybody was going to the red boxes and they were videos were evolving,
Yeah.
Blockbuster didn't. So instead
Yep.
of pivoting and changing, they went out of business.
Yep.
So you know, Again, man, it's been a blessing during this time, man. So I'm grateful.
And man, I
Or
don't know.
Blockbuster.
I remember going Blockbuster night. Love going to Blockbuster on the
Yeah.
Friday. I actually read the article on that, and it was very interesting that Netflix actually propositioned them to be purchased by Blockbuster, and
Yep.
Blockbuster said no.
They said no.
Yep.
They said we have enough loyal. They said we have enough loyal customers to work just fine. But that's funny though, because the book I was telling you about, the Simon Sinek book that I was telling you, the whole infinite game thing, he actually breaks down how a lot of companies have done that. They've propositioned the other company to help both of them in the market.
Yeah.
And the ones that have taken advantage of it have done well. The others who have not taken advantage of it they've almost demised all the time.
Yeah, and it's about partnership, and that's one thing that we have understood during this whole process. It's all about building good relationships, man.
Yes.
I help you, you help me. Let's work together. Let's partner on some things, and I think that's how you be successful in whatever industry that you're in. You can't operate in this silo on this island by yourself. You need help, and sometimes your resources. Sometimes other people or other companies have the resources that you need, and you may have resources that they need. So sometimes you got to come together and make it work together so you guys can both be successful.
That's man. You know what? My boss actually told me that. He said you gotta communicate, collaborate to connect.
Yep.
That's what you just said in that shit. Yes. Don't laugh at me, Cam. I almost forgot how to say collaborate. I ain't gonna lie.
Wasn't laughing. I wasn't even leave it alone. C-O. Elaborate.
Hey man, my daughter did that to me when she was like 3 years old. We was at the dollar store and she's like, I can read. I'm like, girl, you can't read. You gotta know how to spell to read. I spell cat. She's like, C at. You know what? I need it. I'll buy you your little candy or whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So one of the things we try to make a point of is asking our guests is what does scare money don't make money mean to you? And how have you applied that to your business model and your journey thus far?
Yes, because application is key.
Application is key.
Scare money don't make no money. I think to me, it's all about. That means it's all about taking those chances. As a business owner, you can't play it safe. You can't play it safe all the time. There's going to be some times that some people gonna call you crazy. Like, why are you doing that? But sometimes you gotta jump out there and be like, hey, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this leap. I'm gonna do this. If it worked, great. If it doesn't, cool. I'll take this L and I'll learn from it. But I can't be afraid to step out and try different things or do different things. And I think that's what that means to me, man. Scare money don't make no money. That you gotta invest in some things. You gotta step out. You gotta try different things so that you can get that payoff.
What would you say was the scariest thing that you've done throughout your time in starting the business? Where you were like, man, like you had to sit your wife down over a steak dinner or something like that. Like, hey, babe, what you think I'm gonna do?
I would say, matter of fact, I would say recently, man, I sat down with the wife. I was like, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do, I need to step away from my corporate job, and I need to focus on this 100%. So I know she looked at me like, "Are you crazy?"
She's like, "But is it gonna pay for all this?"
But it's such a burning and a passion in me, man. Because I look at this, I'm like, okay, why am I spending 12 hours a day giving myself to a job and making them make money, but I'm only able to give my company 2 hours a day?
Yeah,
it didn't make sense to me. And I said to myself, I keep finding myself in this hamster wheel where, okay, we start and we stop, we start and we stop, and we're not moving as fast as we want to move because we're not 100% focused on what we need to be focused on. So I told her, hey, I'm gonna step away for like 3 months, to really focus on, this business and the other business that we have. And that's gonna be my 100% focus.
Yeah.
Of course, it took many conversations with the wife, to get on board, but we prayed about it, we talked about it, man, and she stood by me 100%. Like, okay, let's go for it. After the 3 months, we'll reevaluate and look at it, and we'll keep it moving.
So where are you at in that 3 months right now?
It starts next week, man.
Nice.
It starts next week, man. It starts next week. So I got tunnel vision, man. We got a lot on our plate right now. A lot of great things that are about to come into existence, man, and it's about to happen. As a matter of fact, on Friday, we will be featured. My products will be featured in British GQ magazine.
What?
Yeah. So we're international. We'll be international as of Friday, man. So there's just one thing. We have a few companies, a lot of companies really, they're coming on board now to wholesale our product. Whether we're selling our products or wholesale, to be carrying our product. So we got a lot of good things in the work, but I need to focus on 100%. Just to make sure that we keep the same energy in there. We keep those wheels turning, man.
For sure. There you go. I always message Roy whenever I see that someone listened to the podcast internationally. I'm like, bro, we in India. Bro, we in India.
That's what I'm saying. So if y'all listening over in like the UK, man, go pick you up a British GQ magazine.
Drop this Friday.
Oh,
this Friday. Oh man,
check him out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that? The Duchess and what's that? Princess Markle? Is the Princess Meghan Markle that's over there?
Yeah, not no more though. But
you diving? Yeah. You trying to?
Told you, man. Hey, man. I try to dibble dabble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what?
International man of mystery.
International man of mystery. I'm like the ghetto version of Austin Powers.
Oh God. I can't mess with you.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, because that's kind of cool, because I think another big part of doing what you do and being in sales and recruiting is always I'm not going to say a rat race or a hustle or grind, but it's always a laser type focus.
It is.
And a lot of times, like, you really got to have like a support system.
You do.
And a family that like, okay, I'm going to let you do this. And I think that's pretty good. That's pretty cool to have that understanding of a timeline. Like, okay, from this time to this time, I got to do X, Y, and Z. And if everything don't pan out the way we want it, we can reevaluate. So I think that's very important for people to understand. If you have a support system, a spouse, family, whatever, actually have that conversation with them so everybody has an understanding to move forward.
Yeah, and it makes a difference, man. And then also allows them to hold you accountable. To check in. Hey, how's it going? What you doing? Where you at? You meeting your goals? What are we doing? You have somebody that's holding you accountable to say, okay, this is what you said you want to do. This is how you said you're going to do it. Then let's make it happen. So I thank God for my wife, or the wives of my two brothers, man, that can really step up and hold each other accountable, hold us accountable, and as business partners, we hold each other accountable. We miss a deadline, like, yo, bro, we can't do that. We have to hit this deadline. Because that's the goal that we set for ourselves.
That makes sense, because man, may the Lord have mercy on your soul if she came in the house and you just sitting up there like playing 2K or something.
TV. You know what I'm saying?
Playing 2K.
Hey, babe.
Bro.
Like, what? Like, will somebody look at this?
That won't go over well. That won't go over well, man. So, but yeah, man. I'm excited about it.
Adrian hit me with that yesterday. She was like, I was up here doing some work, and she's like, "All right, bet. Like, what time's your podcast today? Because I know you like usually do it on Tuesdays." And I was like, "Oh, we're gonna do it tomorrow." And she's like, "Oh, so you're just gonna switch it up on me now?" And I was like, "Well, it's all about when the guests can be on it." But like you were saying, that accountability thing though is like now she knows. Like I told her, like, look, at least once a week I will be on my podcast, and so now she then has that in her mind where she's like, "Are you doing your episode this week? Like, you need to do your episode this week.
Yeah.
You got to post your episode next week," and so forth. And so I'm like, "All right." So
and as men, man, sometimes we can let our ego get in the way. Like, man, you getting on my nerves, but we need that. We need that accountability.
Oh yeah.
We need that accountability, man. Somebody to stay on our neck and stay on our back. Like, yo, this is what you said you're gonna do it, so I need you to step up and make sure it's done.
Yeah, she didn't wash my shirt because of that. I told her I'd hang some. I thought I was gonna hang some last night. I didn't hang it. So when I woke up today, she's like, "Oh, by the way, I didn't wash your shirt because you didn't hang my picture."
Ooh, see, you gotta. It's the little things to keep the house happy.
It's hung now.
The house happy. Got to keep it happy.
Got to
keep it copacetic. Keep it simple.
So what are some of the I would say what are some of the really main lessons, like if you were to talk to somebody like, so us, like we're starting out, obviously, different kind of business model and so forth, but like just advice for anybody who's really starting out their business, kind of some of the, I'd say, not, I don't want to say mistakes, but maybe the things you learned from, like where you're like, this probably isn't the best idea for most and so forth. Like, what are some of those things?
One, I would say consistency is key, man. You have to be consistent, because a lot of times you can get discouraged, in the process. Yeah. You might not get as many viewers as you thought you should get, or not get as many followers as you thought you should have, man. And sometimes you can get discouraged and you can stop, or you may have people on the outside, feeding you negative energy and feeding you negative vibes and saying, "Why y'all doing that?" Stuff like that. But you have to remain consistent. And your vision, and understand your vision is not everybody else's vision. So they're not going to understand why you're doing what you're doing. They're not going to understand, why you're taking this path. But, it's your vision. So you just work the plan, be consistent, and just keep pushing. And I will also say that build good relationships.
Yeah.
Definitely build good relationships with people, and that's another way you can get your name out there. That's another way that you can get resources that you need by just establishing good relationships, good business practices, great customer service. That's important. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you can't do it, give me a heads up and say you can't do it. Having those open line of communication, man, those are key.
Man, real quick, I think that's probably one of the biggest things and we're probably gonna wrap it up after this. I would say the relationship piece that I've learned thus far, and that customer service side of it. Like I mean, I'm not gonna like shoot down any businesses or anything like that, but like I think the people who have that good customer service, oh my goodness, like whoo, man, you are set apart by miles.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And then some, because and just to touch on the customer service aspect, how do you all maintain that customer service satisfaction, if you will?
I say that we maintain that customer service satisfaction by just staying in contact with our customers, always touching in, sending them an email, sending them thank you cards, sending them discount codes, anything like that. If they leave a review, respond to the review. If they send an email, respond to the email within a timely manner. If you can't get that package out in a certain time for something, hey, I'm gonna remove the shipping for you. Those type of things go a long way. You can be a company that don't have the greatest product, but if you have the greatest customer service, it's that brand loyalty will go a long way, man.
Yo, that's
people will stick with you.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how Apple built it. Apple didn't have the best.
No.
Apple will tell you straight up, we didn't have the best product, but we
Not at all.
had the best customer service, and we had the simplest product. So simplest matched with customer service. That's how they destroyed the market. Because even like some of the products that Microsoft came out with, they were like, well, we have the better product, and Apple's like, we ain't worried about you because we just have the name already, like of having the, like you said, that customer service in that product. Blind loyalty. Remember I told you about, Roy? It's called blind loyalty buying.
Blind loyalty. Oh yeah. I mean, I get a new Apple iPhone all the time. Like, I mean, one day I said I was gonna like switch to like a Samsung or something like that, but I'm like, it works the way I need it to work.
Yeah.
It doesn't fail me. The service is great. The things I need to do on it are great. Why do I need to change it?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, unless somebody come and sell me otherwise, I'm loyal to the brand. Just like my kids are loyal to Chick-fil-A. Like, that's,
y'all do like some Chick-fil-A. That's your thing.
I do too.
But that was like I was telling you though too, is I was talking to my boss about that, how you were saying the building relationships thing, because I've noticed in certain areas of recruiting and sales and so forth, like it's hard for some people to get certain things done, whereas it's easier for others to get things done. And it all comes down to like, well, did you build that relationship though?
Yeah.
No, that's their job. Like that's the crappiest attitude you can have when it's recruiting and sales, because they're looking at you saying the exact same thing. Isn't that part of your job? And so y'all sit there butting heads when in reality, like you said, like with like the cutting the shipping off or something, it's the same thing. A 30-minute conversation with calling somebody and not asking them for something, just checking in on them, goes miles. Just, yo, bro, what's good with you? Oh, they'll ask you, what do you need? I ain't need nothing. Just call them, man. Just see what's up with you. And usually they're just like, but you can see that, you can hear the taken backness, and it's like, and obviously don't be phony about it. Like, you really should care about building that relationship. But I think as like recruiters and salespeople, we undervalue so much the skill of just building a relationship, which will then in turn help your sales and recruiting game. Yeah. We focus so much on just like, how good of a recruiter are you? How good at building a relationships are you? Because you can be a boss, ass recruiter, but if you're crappy at building relationships, you're not going to reach your full potential, because like you said, you need outside people to help you.
Exactly. Perfect example, man. When we first started, our very first convention that we went to was a convention in Las Vegas. We were new to the industry. We're new to the industry. It was this big, major convention, totally out of our scope, but we were like, all right, let's try it. This is our first time. Let's get our feet wet. We were just going to spot the land, build some relationships. And we met a lady by the name of Renee. She's a CEO of a company called Uncle Funky's Daughter. It's a natural haircut brand. So we met her. That was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. We met her, and we linked up at the convention. Her team and our team, and just sat down. And she fed us so much information for free. Yeah. She was like, "I want to see you guys win." She's like, "It's not about anything." Me making a profit, I want to see you guys win. And from that point on, we can call her right now and say, "Hey, Renee, what about this? Or can we get some information on this?" And she will feed us the information, because it's about, we built that relationship. And she's a big CEO of a major company. Our brand is in all kind of stores, but she still will pick up the phone and say, "Hey guys, what's going on? You need anything?" And it's because we established that relationship.
Well, authenticity.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's man. I like it. That was knowledge. That was just knowledge just poured into my heart and soul, because I was just like, I mean, putting it to words, because like I think a lot of times, like I did those type of things when I was a recruiter myself, but I just did it because that's just who I was. Like, so just hearing like that's what you have to do. I used to wonder why, like my boss used to always tell me like, "Oh, you got to do this." I'm like, okay, but I was doing it. I just didn't know I was doing it. So I like it. So we're gonna wrap this up though, cause that's some knowledge that was just dropped on me. I mean, shoot, that's
His tank is full for the day.
Right.
it's like it's. I mean, I think like that knowledge. I think as we move on in life, the evolution and growth. I think that's key, especially like when you're trying to build a business and build a brand. You have to be consistent, persistent, patient, and continue to evolve. Or the word you use, pivot. Like you always got to pivot and like move. So everybody that's listening, those are the big takeaways from this: being consistent, persistent, patient, and pivoting.
Absolutely.
All the time.
And researching.
Research, because if Roy had to do
know your industry.
know your industry. Because if I had to do a chemical line, everybody have chemical burns.
Yeah, brother, you just said you want to put ammonia on the skin, so
I just forgot that's lethal to us people. So I didn't think about that. See, that's why I'm not
he's not in that niche.
That's why I'm not in that niche. So what you want to give us to take away, Cam?
I would just say, man, definitely check us out at our website is dgwayoflife.com. Because all about being a distinguished gentleman is a way of life. So dgwayoflife.com. That's the same on our Instagram as well as our Facebook. You can check us out. Again, we have skincare products, moisturizer, exfoliator, face wash, body wash, beard conditioner, beard oil. So anything that you need as a man to take care of yourself, we have it on our website. And I appreciate you guys for taking out the time to talk to us.
Oh man, we appreciate you. We the little fish in this.
I'm excited about y'all, man. I'm excited about what you guys have, and I wish you nothing but success. And I'm definitely share the word.
Cool, appreciate you, bro. Other than that, I mean, we straight. Some valuable things, especially for people who are for us building our brand and really trying to figure out the ins and the outs of it. These last 2 episodes have really taught us a lot about that and what we can use. So we appreciate you educating us based off your journey. And yeah, man, same thing with us. If you ever want to hop back on or you put your products out there, we're down, bro. Just let us know.
Absolutely, I'm gonna send you guys something, man. I'll get your address.
It's for your head, Roy. So it's not.
Hey, you can exfoliate the head, man.
I can exfoliate the head.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that. Hey, man, because I'm not gonna lie, man. Like when I check out the product line, I'm like, man, he got all this stuff for people with beards. Not all of us can have a beard.
No, man. You got face wash, you got moisturizer, we got a charcoal mask for your face. So majority of our products are for your skin, not your beard.
Okay.
Yeah. I got you, man. I'm gonna get y'all address and I'm gonna send you guys.
So we will have the links to all the websites, Instagrams, and all that stuff. If y'all want to check them out, get some products, follow them. You know what I'm saying? Watch their journey unfold. Other than that, that's a wrap from us. We appreciate you once again, and you know what I'm saying. Let us know how y'all think about each episode, what y'all want to hear, who y'all want to talk to, and we'll get them on.
We out.
We out.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, bro.